Hi, I'm Jane. Are you a taxi driver?
Yes, I am. My name is Joe. I am an open source taxi driver/delivery man.
Great. Well, how much would it cost me to ride to the mall?
Well, that's the best part, mate. It won't cost you a penny.
Wow. But how do you make money, then? Wait. You're not a communist, are you?
No. I'm actually a card-carrying member of the Libertarian Party, and I'm a shill for big corporations. In fact, I work for ABC Incorporated running errands for them to and from the mall. Since I am driving to the mall anyway, I like to share the love by letting people hitch a ride with me for free.
You are a fool.
Hey, do you want a free ride? Or not?
Sorry. I just don't get it. Why don't you just charge people to ride to the mall with you and then you could make more money?
No. It doesn't cost me any more to allow people to ride with me. So I figure, why should I charge them?
So, I see the marginal cost is zero, so this is a free rider problem. And your solution to it is to charge the first rider, that is, the packages from ABC Inc., and allow everybody else to ride for free. You are quite the rogue businessman. I am also a businesswoman and I am really curious about your business. Could you please tell me more about it? What are your operating expenses? What do you charge your client? Etc.
Well, let's see. It is 20 kilometers between here at ABC headquarters and the mall. It costs me $10 worth of gas, tolls and parking to drive there and back. It takes me half an hour to get there, and half an hour to get back. I drive a used Hyundai Accent which costs me $4,000. And I charge ABC Incorporated $25 for each run. The best part is, my grateful passengers do what they can to help out. Some navigate, some fix my car for free, etc. And when I have a day off, I'm sure I can count on them to give me a ride. I'd like to think of them as partners rather than passengers, because we're all working together to get the job done.
Right. From each according to his ability, to each according to his need.
Hey. I told you I'm not a communist. I'm a libertarian.
Whatever. Anyway, so everybody contributes equally to getting the job done, comrade?
Well, come to think of it, most of them just enjoy the free ride and some of them think they are contributing by giving me back rubs.
Dude. Well, it's great that some of your passengers are also your assistants. But why not make them pay a fair price for the services they receive from you and you pay them a fair price for the services you receive from them? That way, if you do receive an equal value of service from the mechanic guy, then it would work out in such a way that he rides for free. Those free riding bums would now have to pay you, and as for the back rub guy, perhaps you can pay him not to give you back rubs.
But where is the love in that?
Look. This is not a charity and these guys are not starving kids in Africa. And although the rides are a byproduct of your work for ABC Inc., most of your passengers can, would and should pay for this valuable service you are providing to them.
Still, I run errands for ABC Incorporated for the money and I give rides for the love.
And for the back rubs. But seriously, what if a competitor were to offer ABC Inc. a better deal? For example, she could charge $9 per run to run errands for them.
But like I said, it costs $10 for the gas, tolls and parking alone. She would lose money.
No. Maybe you would lose money. But she would take 2 passengers each way for $5 per trip. In addition to the $9 that she would get from ABC Inc., she would earn $29 in total. That's $4 more than you, but she would charge ABC $16 less.
You wouldn't dare. See. That's part of the problem. People can charge for something that should be free anyway. It doesn't cost extra to give somebody a ride if you're going to the mall anyway, so you shouldn't be allowed to charge for it.
But what about property rights? Didn't you say you're a libertarian?
Property rights are only for tangible things like apple pies. You can touch an apple pie. You can't touch a car ride.
But it takes work to drive a car, just like it takes work to make an apple pie. And if you benefit from someone's hard work, You should compensate them, no matter what form the fruits of their labor take. Furthermore, what do you think should be done? Should drivers be required by law to pick up hitchhikers as long as their car is not full? Wouldn't that be imposing force on them? That hardly seems libertarian to me.
Who said anything about imposing force? I would just let people hop into the back seat of a car whenever they wanted. I would eliminate the law prohibiting them from doing so. Silly laws like this are the product of big government gone mad. It is that law that's imposing force on would-be hitchhikers, not hitchhikers, that would be imposing force on the drivers. They do not harm the drivers in any way. Besides, there are not enough cops to enforce this silly law anyway. We might as well do away with it.
Well, Stalin, while we're at it, let's eliminate those silly laws that force people not to take something that belongs to someone else. Look, the point of property rights are to secure your property by not allowing anyone else to take it or use it. I know it seems silly to enforce a law that would prevent somebody from having something from you that wouldn't cost you anything more to give them, but it is necessary to ensure fairness and the success of our capitalist system. Imagine a concert where the first person had to pay $1 million to see the band because everybody else figures that they don't need to pay because the band is performing anyway, and it doesn't cost any more for the band to perform for 20,000 people than it does to just perform for that one person. Unfortunately, while there might be many people who would pay $50 to see a concert, there are very few who would pay $1 million, and pretty soon, there would be no more concerts. Now, I may not be a libertarian, but I still believe that you should be able to extract compensation from people who benefit from the things you do. If you want to work for free, that is your folly. But how dare you impose your communism on the rest of us, whether we are in the entertainment, transport or IT industry or any other industry, for that matter. That's where I draw the line, sir. Hard work and ingenuity ought to be rewarded no matter how intangible their fruits are.
Oh. So, do you want to go out sometime?
No.
Oh.